not just a case. You're not just a client. You're a person, and you deserve support. You deserve simplicity. You deserve communication. When you hire an attorney, you deserve clear, risk-free advice that guides you to the best possible outcome in your injury case. And that's exactly what the advocates have been providing for over 30 years. After your accident, you deserve closure. You deserve compassion. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, The Monty Show, live on Monday, June 29th, 2026. Appreciate you guys being here right out of the gate. Please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Makes a huge difference for us. If you hit the $sign at the bottom of the screen there as well, to leave us a paid comment, it guarantees your comment gets read and goes right to the top of the stack. So please consider also hitting the subscribe button right here as we get into, I don't know, you guys, the whole Protect College Sports Act. Utah's leaving. They're going to the Big Ten. The world is going to burn down. You know, all the normal stuff that we talk about here on the showroom. I would just tell you the hysteria over this is incredible. Absolutely incredible. For nothing whatsoever. The Monty Show is always presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business, 24/7, 365. They're available when you need them, where you need them, how they need them. Do you need them at your home, at your office, while you're in a hospital bed because you've been in a wreck? Yeah, the advocates are ready to serve you on a video call. And the best part is you never reach into your pocket. You shouldn't have to decide, can I pay my rent or can I pay my attorney? And the advocates know that. That's why you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case. So get clear, risk-free advice right now and 24/7, 365 at theadvocates.com. Is Utah going to the Big Ten? I mean, maybe this is bad for business, but in short, no. They are not currently working. They are not close. They are not, no matter what fantasies Utah fan has. And I don't understand this obsession, because the hard part for Utah fan to digest is your business operations are ass, plain and simple. And I don't know how else to spin this, and I'm not the guy you come to when you want to feel good. I'm the guy you come to when you want the truth. And I'm giving you the truth. I'm giving you an effing answer, right? Like, Utah is not, in my opinion, ready to make a jump to the Big Ten. They don't have the money because they're terrible at generating revenue. They don't really do NIL very well at all. It just, the parts that would be required do not exist for Utah. And then on top of all of that, the amazing thing is nobody's talking about the Big 12 grant of rights, which, you know, according to the people I talked to over the weekend about this, the single biggest deterrent is not the Protect College Sports Act. No, friends. The single biggest deterrent is an ironclad grant of rights that would cost just an unthinkable amount of money for a university who is broke at Utah. Utah has no money. They did this private equity deal that does not get even half of the money. If they spent it on nothing else, not even half of the fee required to leave the Big 12 to go to the Big 10. It is simply not possible at this point from a financial standpoint. Utah is broke. It's as simple as that. They do not. Do you guys understand that Utah simply does not generate revenue? Their revenue generating operation is not good. It is not at all, in my opinion, prepared to take a jump to that kind of level. So even if it were possible, which again it is not, and Utah is not close, I'm just going to say that all day long. Utah is not close. Utah has not had substantial conversations that have led to to any kind of movement towards the Big Ten. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's made up message board. I'm a fan. It doesn't exist. But on top of that, Utah doesn't generate the revenue that would be required to do so. I think it's as simple as that. The biggest issue, Jake, is that Utah's revenue generating operation is ass.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that this is a conversation we've been having with Utah for a long time. And when I say a long time, probably, seriously having the conversation for probably the last 5 years. How long has this been affecting them? Probably the last 10, if you really want to be, if you really want to be accurate with it. If you think about it, it's 2026. Revenue generation in college athletics didn't really start to kick off until the pandemic really set in. So, you go back to 15, 16, 14, 15. I think that's really when revenue generation conversations really started to, really come to the forefront. And in Utah with this Big Ten thing, I mean, I know that everyone loves to, light fires and, speculate and put these rumors out basically. But the reality is that Utah is still has a ton to prove in the Big 12. And I understand that the mechanics of them going to the Big Ten has nothing to do with their on the field record per se. But I think we can all agree that performance on the field, your the quality of your revenue generation, your rating as a university, all of those things build a bigger picture that either makes you a fit or not a fit. And I'm not even convinced that Utah is like this perfect fit for the Big Ten, like, keyboard warrior guy on Twitter would tell you they are. I mean, I think that while they're a good fit in the Big 12, clearly, I think that the Big Ten is just a very different conference overall. There's a lot going on in the Big Ten, and to me, it's like if you're Utah, your focus right now certainly wouldn't be realignment or moving conferences because it's just not worth the risk. And that's what I think people don't understand. Like to your point, like breaking this grant of rights would cost you an arm and a leg, and the idea that you would incur that cost just to go to the Big Ten to then do what? So basically, anyone saying Utah going to the Big Ten, your reasoning is just financial, I guess, because they don't make a lot of money. Is that what we're? But it all cancels out.
Yes,
You're having to break that grant of rights, so you're already putting yourself further behind, and that's what I think is really just kind of hard to reconcile if you're really anybody in the Big 12 trying to break that grant of rights.
Yeah, I don't believe, and this is just me. I don't believe that you're in a place where at Utah, I don't believe that you're in a place where you can sell yourselves as a national power right now. I think there are just around all of the changes, the way that, and I was talking to one source the other day who brought up the way that Kyle Whittingham was shown the door at Utah and the instability that has created in that program. And the lack of one of the more interesting conversations around this Kyle Whittingham leaving Utah situation is just the lack of foresight as to what the ripple effect would be. Honest to goodness, I think Utah thought he was just going to go sit in a rocking chair and watch the sunset. And instead he wound up at Michigan and he took a good number of your players and your staff with him.
And then we're supposed to be surprised as to why they don't make a lot of money.
And we're supposed to be upset at Kyle Whittingham for doing that. And he's the villain and he's a bad guy. And come on, man. Like it is, I understand that Utah wanted a change. But you're just the way you do business at Utah is unseemly. You cannot believe. Now, having said that, the ultimate irony is they're trying to follow Kyle Whittingham to the Big Ten, right? But which I guess would be ironic. It's never happening, at least not right now, and never is a strong word. But I think the other part of this that people don't understand is that you just don't have the right leadership in place at Utah to make this move even plausible. I think you look at basketball and football right now, you have no foundation in basketball, none whatsoever. You're an absolute disaster of a basketball program. right? And inevitably, isn't this what happens when we get into these conversations? Now we have to start talking about the truth and the reality of what Utah athletics is.
Yeah,
It's a disaster.
Yeah, and I think that athletics being a disaster has hurt your image a lot in the conference, and I think that we can't just skip over the fact that. And again, this is largely Utah fan doing this. I'm not putting this certainly on Mark Harlan or anybody who's in official capacity at Utah, but the reality is your perception was, hey, we're going to come in and dominate the conference. We're going to do really well. And you fell flat on your face. And Witt's a lot responsible to that. Baylor football is a lot responsible to that, in my opinion, with the injuries with Cam Newton or Cam Rising and everything. And I just think the way it worked out, like Utah has yet to, come close to winning the conference. And so I think I just think that Utah's image right now is in a place where it's like we should really never hear from them until they start winning. And I think it is a rather cautionary tale when you look at Texas Tech and their fan base when they had one good season and now we can't get rid of them fast enough in terms of them just shutting up. Like you guys have talked so much. So I look at Utah and I say, man, like the formula is not very complicated. It's not rocket science to succeed right now, but what it does require is a commitment at the very highest of level, right? Like you got to be fully committed to spending an ass load of money to make sure that your teams are good to go out and get talent. And if you're unwilling to do that, you're not going to be very good. And at some point there has to be this balance of, well, yeah, like we're Utah and like we have a great medical business line at Utah, much like other schools do. We have a great business school. Like we have good stuff happening, but we're not doing a good enough job, making money. And so that really hurts us when we're trying to consider what our moves are going forward. Because I'm going to keep saying this, and we've talked about this on the show for most of this year, frankly. Like we've talked about it all the time in the non-sports and everything. Like whether you're looking at real life, whether, in your day-to-day and what your life requires, you're looking at college football. The reality is the time we're in right now requires that you make more money, right? Like more money is better. And I know that sounds simple and dumb, but it's like, hey, these problems that you have or Utah has feel a little bit smaller when you're making a lot more money. The problem is you're not going to go and make all that more money by going to the Big Ten. And that's what I think Utah fan doesn't understand.
Totally agree. And I go back to the Mark Harlan video the other day. We were talking about, what was that, last Thursday, about private equity and, is Utah groundbreaking? Is Utah like, what is Mark Harlan? I think that's a huge question.
That is what we're hearing. I think people are looking at this as an innovative approach that we've been working on for 3 years. Doing nothing was not going to work, right? I will say that come January, when everyone's reporting how much it costs with the first year of revenue share going on, they're going to be looking at the schools that decided, you know what, we got to be bold. We got to be different. We got to figure something out that works for us. And that's what Taylor Randall and his staff and all of us here were able to do. I've probably received no less than 30 to 40 phone calls from presidents and ADs asking how we structured this. So I don't think we've taken a lot of arrows. I know we certainly have taken some, but I would say it's the opposite. I think a lot of people have been impressed at what we're trying to do. And I think it's our job to go out and try to make sure people understand that. And now that we've signed it and now that people are arriving, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that. I think the press on the Otro Capital deal has been less than stellar. And listen, maybe he's right. Maybe all of a sudden they're going to win every national championship that's to be had in college basketball for the next 50 years. It's probably an exaggeration. But the point is, you might want to start just winning a tournament game. Right, you might want to just win. I think the stat is they've never won a tournament game under Mark Harlan. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
how bad the Huntsman Center is and the basketball program is, and then the Witt situation. And never mind this conversation again. Just throw all that out and come back to the reality of the grant of rights in the Big 12. Who are you, Florida State? I mean, it is essentially the exact same grant of rights that the ACC has, because where did they get their grant of rights? From the Big 12. So good luck getting out of that. It just is. And I want to be gentle because Utah fan always chooses the nuclear option. Oh, wait, I'm glad I brought that up. Here's the other reason they're not going to the Big Ten, because as we talked about and we're going to get back to this torpedoing college sports act that I think is horrendous. Our sources tell us that the nuclear option is not currently on the table in the Big Ten, which would be F you, we're going to do it anyway. And they would not start expansion with Utah. I can just tell you that right now.
But the question, I think, like that a lot of Utah fans don't want to answer is, let's say the Big Ten were going to do the nuclear option. It wouldn't be with Utah. That's the thing. Like and again, I always preface these conversations by saying, I didn't wake up today and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to say a bunch of negative ass stuff about Utah and like, that they're terrible. Like, that's not the point. But like when we're having these conversations and all this noise and all this smoke is around about, oh, well, Utah is going to leave and Utah is going to do this and do that. It's like, yeah, I think that you guys got to check yourself on what you think your value is. And that's the problem. In college football, it's very simple, man. You either did or you didn't, right? Like, we're going to talk about quarterbacks later in the show. You either did or you didn't. So like, you've either performed and done a great job or you didn't. And that stat for Mark Harlan about never having a tournament win is damning. Like, that's embarrassing, dude. Like, one single tournament win is not that much to ask, especially when you're playing, your mom's technical knitting institute in the first round. Like, you should be able to get one tournament win at Utah basketball. And again, the women's program is phenomenal, right? Don't write off the women's program. Women's program is amazing. But the truth is the men's is killing you right now. So I just think, that the problem is, the best way I've always visualized it and vocalized it is the Kyle Whittingham situation and how that played out is a perfect representation of the ineptitude that Utah runs its athletics program with. Nobody, and I mean nobody outside of the Utah ecosystem thought it was a good idea to do what you did. But you still did it, and now I swear to God, if he goes out and even goes to the national championship game, people will be talking about that up and down for months, dude.
They haven't even been to the tournament since, dude, has it been 10 years? Bro, it's been 10 years since they've been to the tournament. And the men's, I should look that up because that probably is not correct. Yeah, it can't be correct. That it's been 10 years since went to the NCAA tournament. That's incredible. I think it is 2016. Let's ask ChatGPT. When is the last time Utah men's basketball went to the NCAA tournament? 2016 is the last time Utah men's basketball last NCAA tournament appearance was 2016. Its last NCAA tournament win was 2015 over Stephen F. Austin.
Bro. So you see what I mean? Like,
wow.
How, like, I don't know. I genuinely am surprised by that. Like, I maybe I shouldn't be, but I just, how, Mark? And again, I understand he's just the AD. He's not Taylor Randall. And Taylor Randall should absolutely be thrown into this conversation, in my opinion. Your president and AD combination are what drive a university forward, right? Those are the two individuals at any institution who are the operators on both sides of the ledger, meaning athletics and education. And if those two are not in lockstep and those two are not in a position where they're finding success, then you need to find a team that will. And this is why I was not so like over the moon and comfortable with the private equity deal. I disagree that the private equity deal is some rocket science deal that everybody is just fawning over. I think that the private equity deal is a deal that you had to do. because you needed the influx of cash. And generally speaking, I'm not even criticizing Utah for looking at private equity or considering it. I'm a big believer that things like private equity can be an asset, provided you know what you're doing with them, provided you use them the right way. And that's where I draw the line in the sand. Private equity for Utah can be an asset, line in the sand, provided they use it the right way. And I think that people are very concerned that you're not going to use it the right way. And so then it's like, all right, well, what happens when, as an example, Mark Harlan, 5-10 years from now, whatever Mark Harlan's done at Utah, what does that private equity deal look like for the new athletic director? And the new, I just think that I really hope that they have that under control, because quite frankly, the rumors of you going to the Big Ten are going to be the least of your concern if you're not using the private equity, money the correct way.
Yeah, I don't even know where to. Yeah, let's just make this very clear. Utah's not going to the Big Ten anytime soon. And I'm not telling you it's never, ever, ever going to happen. It's not in process. It's not in the works. They are not close. And I think the issue becomes, if you are Utah, what are you going to do to become a better business program? What are you going to do to make more money and win more games? That should be your only focus. And Mark Harlan, again, Mark Harlan's a very capable athletic director. He has not done his job very well recently. And it goes back to his meltdown at Rice Eccles against BYU. And running on the field and attacking officials and then calling out players. Bro, since that moment forward, they have been nothing short of a disaster athletically. And the goodwill that you had through Kyle Whittingham, who truly is a decent and quality individual. Kyle Whittingham is as good a human being as there ever was on this earth. That's all been undone by the way you showed him the door. And then you tried to withhold his compensation. It's bad business by bad business people over and over and over again at Utah. And the hard part is, if the Big Ten came knocking on the Big 12's front door, is Utah the first conversation they're having? No, my guess is it's Houston or BYU. That'd be my guess. That those would be the two mark. Houston, BYU is everything. And the Utah fan, of course, is going to say, well, why are you playing BYU versus Utah? Clickbait. Okay, you live in that world if you want. The reality is that there are few athletic departments in this country doing business as well as BYU is. That's number one. They're making money hand over fist. Their stadium is full. Their basketball program is consistently recruiting at the top of college basketball and just put the number one pick in the NBA draft. Yeah, BYU's the model. BYU is what everybody's trying to be, except they want to play on Sundays and BYU does not. But that's a different conversation. My point is, I think BYU is the business model that everybody's chasing, and I think Houston's the TV market in this conference that everybody wants. And if we are from a sheer, hey, what makes financial sense? Houston makes financial sense. Utah certainly does not right now. Not the way they are being, because on a legacy basis, certainly. There's no question. From Urban to Witt, there is no question that Utah is a power college football program that has repeatedly made bad decisions in management. As simple as that. And you're 10 years now without an NCAA tournament appearance. Meanwhile, the little guy down the freeway, Monty's got his blue goggles on for the Mormons. Might be. They just put the number one pick in the NBA draft. And they have one of the top recruits in college basketball coming in. And they have NIL fully ramped up. And they have a better football program than you do. And they have the best college football coach in the conference. And they're putting guys in the NFL draft. And people watch their games. Like, Is there any question that BYU has been far better in college football the last 3 years and much closer to a bid in the college football playoff through a conference championship? Utah hasn't even, in my opinion, Utah has not been competitive in a lot of games recently. Last year, they were significantly better. That much is clear. But BYU has been competing at the top of this conference for back-to-back years now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, look, I think that Utah in 23 was a better football team than BYU. There's no question about that. I think that they went further. They were in the Rose Bowl. You know, you were, again, I just want to make sure, in fairness to Utah, if Utah was playing a 12-team playoff in 23, they were in the CFP. Now they weren't, so they weren't. I get that, but if we're just doing apples to apples here, I just want to get that out there in fairness to Utah fan. But yeah, I mean, I the best way that I describe the point you're making is Utah has not been the addition to the Big 12 that BYU has been. BYU has been a superior addition to the Big 12. I think BYU came in as sort of the underdog, if you will, the brand that people were a little unsure about. Everyone knows about the ESPN contract. Everyone knows about the viewership, so I don't think anyone had questions there. But it's always just been like, what is that going to look like? How good can you be? And the reality is like Utah has been filled with turmoil in football and in athletics, and BYU has not been. The closest thing BYU has been to turmoil is just Kalani getting job offers in the offseason, which I think, in my opinion, is a natural progression and a natural phenomenon that happens in any successful college football program. If you start winning games, bigger boys are going to come calling looking for your head coach.
I would agree.
What we've seen. So I don't count that as turmoil. I count that as, hey, Kalani's doing a hell of a job. He's had to navigate a couple of quarterback issues here, and he's done a great job doing that. So, the simplest, again, how funny. Let me take it back to the Stanford point in the Pac-12. The simplest way to fix this is win ball games. Just win ball games, be the best team in the Big 12, and you can do whatever the hell you want. But if you're going to continue to play the injury card and to play the we don't have a quarterback card and we can't score points card, you're not going to beat Texas Tech. You're not going to beat BYU, and you're not going to have nice things. And that's the problem.
And again, I maintain right now anyway, Utah's got one of the best quarterbacks in the conference and maybe in the country. And my opinion is that the excuses will be incredible if they don't have a good season this year. With Devin Dampier on that roster, and I think, listen, again, I expect Bear Bachmeier to compete for a Heisman Trophy. I think from what I've seen of him and the development that I've seen mechanically and physically, Bear Bachmeier is going to be inarguably one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the country. Devin Dampier is already that. So the issue is you have the talent. Can Morgan Scalley pull a rabbit out of the hat and win double-digit games this year? 10, 11 games. Because that would have happened with Kyle Whittingham. You'd have won 10, 11 games and competed for this conference.
And I think everybody, just the way you said it right there, that's how everybody says it. Hey, well, Whit was here, they'd have won. Like there's a certain confidence behind it. It's not just like well, I think it would have happened. No, it would have happened, right? Like we based on what Kyle Whittingham did, we know, and we can strongly and confidently say that would have happened. And that's why I say, like, it's again, I'm really trying not to be too harsh on Utah, but it is a really rough look, dude. Like if you got rid of Witt to only win 7 games, like that's just not, that's in my opinion, if I was the president of a university or I was a chancellor and I was in leadership way above an AD and that took place, that's material where I'm like, all right, we need to have a conversation. Like you're gonna fire our staple in the football program, or you're gonna run him out of town, technically, not fire him. But you're gonna get him to resign or whatever, and it all gets kind of pushed out. And then we were terrible the next season. And I still maintain, I have no doubt Utah, once again, is going to have one of the best defenses in the conference. Zero questions about that.
No
I don't
doubt.
have any questions about it. My only question is, what does the offense look like? Again, I agree. Devin Dampier, hell of a quarterback, hell of a kid, great player, awesome. No, like zero questions about his ability to compete
None.
or throw a football or do whatever he needs to do. That's not my question. My question is, what's the wide receiver room look like? What's the running back room look like? What's the O-line look like? And what's the relationship between Devin and his offensive coordinator? That's my question. And does the scheme play out on the offensive side of football? And does that allow them to score 25 points a game or more? Because if you score 25 points a game or more, you're going to win a lot of ball games. And if you don't, you're not going to win a lot of ball games. And frankly, Utah's got this reputation of trying to win ball games with defense, and that just doesn't work anymore, in my opinion.
Man, that stat that Utah hasn't gone to the NCAA tournament in 10 years is blowing my mind.
That's even worse, honestly. It's a great point. It's not just that you haven't won.
You haven't
but
gone.
Like not being.
You haven't even gone.
Yeah, that is. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Neither did I.
I thought they had gone and just kept getting bounced. I didn't realize there was like, I don't even know what you say about that. I mean, I understand that basketball isn't the number one payer of bills in athletic departments, but it's certainly the second thing that pays bills. And I don't know. The shame of it is that when you look at Utah's athletic department in totality, like the gymnastics program's phenomenal. You've got a really good women's basketball team. You many years, like 2-3 years ago, women's softball was awesome. Like you have other portions of the athletic department winning and being successful enough, because that's the truth, right? Like anything besides football and basketball, you just need them to win enough.
Yeah.
Don't be completely garbage to the point where everything you're spending is just a waste of time. Like if you can just be good enough, then that really helps. But that's just not the case right now.
And not what it's been.
Yeah.
Gabriel, hello. Good to see you, sir. Make sure you guys get in the comment section. Hit the like button, please. It really helps the channel grow. TJ Jarhead, hello. Gabriel says, also, I heard that Kawhi might be going to the Mavs. No, I was just reading an article while we were sitting here that Shams says Kawhi is really close to going back to the Raptors, which that is head shaking. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's just not a guy you can count on. But the Kawhi Leonard leaving the Clippers because they plant a lot of trees is a really difficult situation to digest.
Yeah, well, what's more difficult is that Commissioner Ears hasn't done a damn thing about it, and
Adam Silver,
and you can't just sweep that under the rug and do nothing about it and expect fans to not say anything. That's just an asinine strategy.
Big Blue Horse's grading programs. Utah can't dump the Big 12. They have nowhere to go. They aren't attractive to the Big 10. Oh, I would disagree with that. I would totally disagree with that. I mean, their academics certainly their academics and their football program make them attractive. But what is their football program? That's the biggest question. But one, that's not happening. You have a ironclad grant of rights in the Big 12.
Yeah, and has nobody learned the lesson of what a grant of rights does, or like just how serious of a deal a grant of rights is? Like it's very black and white. There is one way out of a grant of rights. We all know what that is. And it's just a matter of if you want to do that or not. And I'm telling you, just like he's told you, Utah's not trying to do that right now. And frankly, I don't think, and this is
the money to do it
last night, like, they don't have the money to do it, but like, I don't think that in general, realignment or switching conferences for either side is a hot topic. Like, I don't think schools are trying to move, and I don't think conferences are trying to change the makeup of their conference at this time. Like, I don't think anybody, any of the four, even down into the G5 for the most part, excluding the Pac-12 situation, because that's a one-off unique thing. I don't think that anyone's like, yeah, man, we really want to get involved in realignment and trying to add people and move people. Like, people don't have the money for that right now, man. They're just trying to figure out what's the new thing going to be. So we're in this way station, if you will, as we've talked about for 2 years on the show. We told you this was coming, where once the threat the imminent threat that is a new entity is just sitting there, which it is now. Once that's there and it's present, everything's going to stop in terms of realignment and moving conferences. And that's what we're seeing. So I agree that Utah is not like the number one most attractive school in the Big 12 right now for picking them up by another conference. But at the same time, you guys need to understand that that's not why they're not going anywhere. That's hardly the reason.
Hardly. Yeah, it would be the last Monday morning playoff golf. Yeah, the Travelers was incredible theater over the weekend, and I believe Jake forearm strengthened many times.
I did
during the last 3 holes.
I did. It was truly incredible. You know, I'm even a little sore today. You know, so it was incredible.
You know,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like. And whatever. Right. Yeah, looking forward to it. They're going to play. There's a playoff between Victor Hovland and Scotty Scheffler that's going to tee off here in about 20 minutes, and they're just going to play the 18th hole until somebody wins.
It won't be long. Don't worry.
No, it'll be the first playoff hole. Scotty's taking this thing home. Victor Hovland's a jerk off.
And we have USA Soccer this morning, too, in the World Cup.
Oh, man. Wow. Whew.
Yes.
U.S. nay. Like, I mean, yeah.
What? No, I believe that we will win chance coming from you? I mean, come on.
Living in Seattle, as I do at the moment, is I'm a little burnt on the World Cup. There are so many World Cup fans in Seattle right now.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I'm thrilled for the city of Seattle because they needed the money, right? You know. Good morning from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Okay.
The Lizard Wizard.
You do you. Welcome to the nightmare. Hello. I think this might be the skinniest I have seen Monty on the show. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the scent. I went to the Tommy Bahama outlet this weekend. I mean, I'm doing the show from my basement and stuff. But I am broke now. I'm skinny because I can't afford to eat after shopping at Tommy Bahama. Dude, if you're not wearing Tommy Bahama pants, you're not living your life right. It is, man. Although I went to the Lulu outlet and man. Hit the like button for his efforts. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Jake and Monty, nice shirts today. More wardrobe conversation.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, old shirt that fits. What do you want? Scoop, you can take the team out of the trailer park conference. You can't take the trailer park out of the team. So we went from flyover conference to truck stop conference to trailer park conference. Okay. The flyover conference used to be the amazing one because, well, what conference does not have planes flying over its stadiums?
Couldn't tell you, bro. Couldn't tell you.
Wouldn't that make the Big Ten a flyover? They're in the middle of the country, which I don't know how many of you have paid attention to the weather. Did you scumbags see how hot it's going to be in the Midwest this week?
Yep.
Dude, nah, bruh.
The heat dome.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. The one thing I do like living in Seattle, besides all the drug use that's open and happening on the streets, is that it is consistently 70 degrees with a nice little breeze.
Right.
The weather in Seattle, everybody makes a big deal or how bad it is. I'm telling you, the weather in Seattle is.
Yeah, bro. If you look at weather maps filtered to temperature, it's wild to see the jet stream just pushing the heat to the Midwest.
Nope, not doing it. I am you. Nope. If I'm gonna no, I'm not doing it. You tornadoes, humidity, and heat domes. Nah.
Heat domes. Heat dome's got to be a euphemism for something at some point, dude.
Bro, when I left the crack sweat behind in St. Louis, and that's
the heat dome.
The weather in the Midwest is ass. The answer is no. Cautionary tale is Rutgers. They're almost $200 million in debt since, well, there's reasons for that.
Yeah, they're also ass in athletics and don't really care about making money. Like
everybody wants to point to Rutgers and the
worst case scenario.
Rutgers, again, if you're in financial trouble in college athletics, it's bad leaders making bad decisions. Rutgers is the perfect example of that. Perfect example of that. Your bad leadership made bad decisions. You should never have joined that conference because you're not going to win because you don't have the finances and the revenue generation to win. You're never going to be able to financially compete with the middle of the table teams in that league. You can't financially compete with Minnesota. And then you throw in where you're located. Come on. That's a bad decision made by bad business people, is what that is. Utah isn't finished, quote, dominating the Big 12 like all their fans told us they would the moment that they settled for this conference. Truth. Dog lips. Okay. They won 11 games last year. You goofy. Okay, well, that was with a completely different coach and a completely different regime. Now you have an unproven guy. You got it.
Listen. We can
win games.
If you guys would prefer, we can change. We can do a different kind of show. I mean, we can go full, tinfoil hat, and roll out a bunch of stick about Utah doing fake things to get clicks and likes. I mean, if you guys want us to do that, just let us know. And I mean, we'll give you what everyone else do it. I mean, come on. Like, no. I'm telling you, it's the ultimate tinfoiler topic. Like, oh my God, where is Utah going next? And next on the 5. Like, dude, what? Like, come on. Like, be better, bro. Be better.
But his name is Dog Lips. Do we expect him to be better?
No, probably not. No.
I thought that the Big 12 teams were in a contract until 2031. It's binding unless they pay the buyout. I hadn't heard that. Does the Big 12 have a grant of rights, James, that you want to let us know about?
Yeah, Monty, I was reviewing it at Buc-ee's when I was having my breakfast. It's ironclad. Let me tell you.
I had no idea. That's incredible. What's the difference between Utah and Big Ten basement dwellers? Other than the Big Ten paycheck, nothing. Utah has no value. And that's the stone cold truth. I would disagree.
Listen, as a Florida fan, you're really educated on being ass in football. So I appreciate your take here. But wow. I wouldn't say that Utah has no value. But I would say that right now their value is lower than it was with Witt. And lower than it was when you were playing Ohio State in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I would agree. You're limited value right now. You're very limited value right now. But, listen, I could be wrong. Stephen F. Austin is the 6th best team in Texas. Okay.
Yeah, a little better than Texas State, but,
But not much.
Yeah.
The long snapper probably separates the two.
Probably.
Red wine, Utah to the SEC could happen. They have like 4 places to fill to get to 20. I think realignment is not going to happen right now. Not at this level. But, we'll see. And James let us all know that apparently there is a grant of rights in the Big 12 that would make it difficult for them to move.
Apparently.
Egos get in the way of common sense. Yes, it does. Mike Smith, I think it's fair to say now, not trying to piss off Utah fans, that BYU has been the best addition to the Big 12 by far.
Yeah, don't know how that's in dispute at this point.
By far. Like, not close. And they have a better backdrop than Jake. I think they do. I think they do. Jake, you going to white balance for the show tomorrow?
I'll think about it, dude. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Okay. Put some stuff on the wall, maybe.
Maybe.
Shave your neck beard and put it on the wall. Could happen.
Hey, you can't say that the neck beard hasn't been cut down and taken care of. So I don't want any complaints. You guys got what you wanted.
Yeah, but now you have the flying wings from the Michigan helmet. So,
okay,
just saying. So a team like Rutgers, if they move to the Big 12, they could turn a profit. I don't know that that's true. I'm telling you. I'll just keep saying it. These are bad business people making bad business decisions.
And we were saying that.
It continues to be. Ken Maynor for $10. Ken, thank you. We really appreciate that. I agree on Jake's take on realignment. There won't be any movement anytime soon, but that won't stop the realignment grift on other channels for super chats daily like a bunch of televangelists.
Tell me you watch YouTube college football shows without telling me you watch those shows.
Anybody that knows what they're talking about is not perpetuating this is a reality.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's not. So if CU keeps losing, that will change. That prime effect will wear off, has worn off.
Do you believe?
Dookie Stick Dampier. Dude's a stud. Dude's a stud. We know who you are.
Okay.
Witt will be shown as mediocre coach at Michigan. Utah had 15-year, 500-mile monopoly on recruiting. They did? Utah sports' best years are now behind them. They are? Somebody forgot to tell BYU that. But, I think Utah is a fertile recruiting ground. Without question. And the guys that are local play in the NFL. So you're not correct about that. But, I love how everybody likes to come in and be like, oh, it's over. Doom and gloom coming to the Intermountain West. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did you have any idea how talented football in the state of Utah is? Look at the recruiting at Utah and BYU. Oh, ass, mommy.
By the way, to your point.
Look at Utah's recruiting.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Utah's doing just fine in recruiting. Monty, they're dead in the water. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, they are. No, they're not.
Adidas is an upgrade from Under Armour, okay? Like, it is. But it's not quite Nike.
I think that deal doesn't kick in till 2067, though. I could be wrong.
Now, is that before or after the alleged grants of rights they don't have expires? Because I'm just trying to keep it all straight.
Yeah, could be wrong. Could be. Oh, wow. Is that true? Former NFL running back Chris Johnson tells NFL Network he has been diagnosed with ALS.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it's plain as day, man. You can't run your head into stuff over and over and over again and expect nothing to happen. Like, I hate saying it, but it's like, and again, we're going to have a great conversation here in a little while about the NFL and different happenings, but it makes it difficult to watch legitimately. Like, when I watch it, like I enjoy watching playoff NFL football, but I'm sitting there like, yeah, how many of these guys are ruining their life right now here in front of us? How many of these guys are waiting for that diagnosis? Like, that's terrible, bro.
That is brutal. That is absolutely. And ALS is nasty, dude. Ugh, it's brutal. I bet Michigan only wins 5 games this year. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Yeah. It's all going to be on the quarterback. It is all going to be on the quarterback. I mean, I know that's simplistic, and I know I say that about every program we talk about. We're going to talk about who the best quarterback in college football is off of the Manning Passing Academy. But there is no question that Utah has the schedule to compete at the top of this conference. I don't believe they have the talent. This staff will have to work miracles in talent development. Okay, but then you look at Michigan. Michigan's got the talent. Michigan doesn't have to develop. What Michigan has to do is put the right people. It's Nick Saban. Put the right people on the bus in the right seats.
Right.
And that's all Kyle Whittingham has ever done in his entire career. And he's got 3 really top quality quarterbacks on that roster. So you are not beholden. Now, I want to make it personal, but their starting quarterback, I don't believe is make or break now. It's make or break. You have one of the best quarterback coaches in the country, and Jason Beck is your head coach. It's make or break. Michigan is not going to struggle to win 5 games. That's just not reality, in my opinion. But, is what it is. The CFL also said no to Sorsby. Yes, they did. And I understand that Texas Tech fan hates the Monty show, and I understand that Cody Campbell is going to be president of the United States at some point. Never. But my point is, gambling's a big deal. We'll get in. We'll hear from the airmen. We'll get to the airmen. Okay. New report has BYU headed to the AFC, just as accurate as Utah to the Big Ten report. It was the NFC because they're going to replace the Bears in Chicago.
You mean the Hammond, Indiana Bears?
No, the Chicago Bears, who are no longer in Chicago. They play on a toxic waste. Norge Coog, hello, good to see you, sir. Are not Clemson and FSU still itching to get out of the ACC? I believe they are. TJ, who has a jarhead. The delusion of Utah fan is second only to Tech fan thinking the SEC wants them after one decent season. Oh, Brendan Sorsby, great party. Brendan Sorsby, a great party. You guys asked him to leave. Yeah, because he's a piece of crap. Okay. Just check it. I
also want to point out, did bring up the UFL when we were talking about him not getting into the NFL. And now all of a sudden, no surprise, UFL president's all over it, dude. Wants Buddy to play in the league. So just saying.
What's the difference? They're desperate for PR.
Yes, they are.
In the UFL. The CFL, I told Buddy the other day, Mr. MDiv the other day, who's like, oh, you should go play in the CFL, Monty. They won't take him. And look, I know that you have your H-man and your DIV and your HIV and stuff. And I know that you're a Texas State student now on an intensive. But trust me when I say the CFL is a legitimate professional football league. They're not going to mess around with a guy who gambles. And now it's starting to look like he's not going to be eligible for the NFL draft. So good luck. Good luck. He's going to wind up playing in the UFL, which is probably where he belongs. Ryan Duffy says USA Soccer is Wednesday. Jake, how do you not know that?
I had the schedule wrong. My bad, dude. Sorry. My fault.
Embarrassing yourself.
Sorry.
Media sent Jim Williams is the chap. Who's Jim Williams? What did I miss? Is he the new football coach at Utah? I thought that was the Joker. Morgan Scally. Right. Same thing.
Me?
And Holly Rose, his assistant. What she's assisting on is up to you. Anyway, should probably get back to the show. Yep, USA Soccer is Wednesday. Jake, you're an embarrassment.
Yeah, sorry, bro. My bad. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I just wanted it to be today. Sorry.
USA 7-1 at 5 p.m.
Okay. They play 7-1. I understand. Okay. I don't have an MDiv in World Cup soccer. Okay. So my fault for getting the schedule wrong. Sorry. USA 7-1 at 5 p.m. Pacific. Who wants to join me on the barge? Or are you going to the waterfront in Seattle?
Iraq.
Speaking of Washington State, let's get them in the Big 12. Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Washington State and that ass video they put out. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that, dude. Thanks.
Well, I mean, the real issue is, do we still have that video? I don't think we
I
do.
have no
It's
idea.
one of the worst videos I've ever seen. Oh no, we do. Here's your Washington State video.
Coug Nation, it's a new era for the Pac-12. Are you ready?
What am I even supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to what are we supposed to do with that?
Coug Nation.
Are you ready, brother?
Let's go watch Star Wars together on May 5th.
Brother.
Dude.
Are you ready?
Brother.
No, I'm not ready for whatever you're wearing under that robe, ma'am. I am not ready. Okay. You got that. That's one of the worst videos I've ever seen. And it is Jane Lynch's stunt double.
Yeah, the Sith.
You know. What the heck did I just do? You guys, are you seeing this for the first
Brother.
time? Bros. That is the president of Washington State University announcing the new Pac-12 and asking Coug Nation, are you ready? Are you ready for the next iteration of Jane Lynch? Are you?
And I'll see you in Valhalla.
Oh God, here we go.
Here we go.
James? How many times do I have to say this? How many times?
Again.
It's not personal.
It's a bit. It's not real.
It's not personal. So when you're like, oh, my MDiv, it's an intensive, bro. We don't take you seriously. Nobody is saying that it's not hard work. I'm 100% in agreement about you. Nobody, bro, at some point you're going to figure out that not everybody, nobody knows you. So it's not a thing where like, oh, it's so easy to get to. Do you think anybody gives a rat's ass how difficult it is to get a degree, yet most of us have them? Do you think anybody cares how hard it is to pass a real estate test in 2 weeks? You hear me bitching and moaning about it? No.
But you did. But you did pass it.
I did, but it's not personal. And I'm not sitting here telling you, man, Monty, I took an intensive and I got it. It's having a laugh. It's 6 a.m. and the party's still jumping because my mama ain't home.
Monty, I'm going to need you to stop busting my balls.
That was a Snoop Dogg reference. That was a Snoop Dogg reference, James. Do you think Snoop Dogg's taking it personally this morning? No. Bro, relax. I'm just going to start calling you Tanner Plummer.
Does James know who Tanner Plummer is, dude?
Just chill out. Pull the butt plug out and have some fun. Like, God damn. Washington State will experience the Big 12 in Manhattan, Kansas in September. I mean,
man, wow. Maybe they can make a new video.
I have a lot of expectations for K-State this year, in all seriousness. Avery Johnson, my expectations are low.
Every year about K-State. Every year the last 3 years. Oh, my God. They're making it happen, and then they don't.
You know. James, just go to the rectory already. Seriously, dude, go take a nap. Drink the grape juice, eat the Ritz crackers, call it the body and the blood of Christ, and take a nap.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just have fun with it. You're a star on this show, man. You quite literally are a star on this show, and you just can't let it be. You can't let it be. You just can't live in that world. James, whoa. Comment dump. Now I lost where I was. Here we go. James, do you need a therapeutic cornholing session?
Bro.
Look, playing some cornhole can be therapeutic. You know, I'm not here to brag about my MA.
MA, BA, you know, I mean, whatever.
Making fun of his degrees was the line in the sand. Guy has taken strays on every category daily for months. And making fun of your degree is the line in the sand?
A great point, dude.
Hello? The Walmart manager and the Japo shitbox didn't push you over the line, but the MDiv intensive did. That's where I had enough.
Okay, we are standing on the tee box of the 18th for Scotty and Victor Hovland here.
Are we now?
Victor's going first.
Where is... God damn it.
Golf Channel.
I know, jerky. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
There. Ooh, it's sunny too. Victor Hovland. What? Here we go. Okay, Jake, who do you have in this officially?
Scotty. I have Scotty today. Yeah.
Okay, so the Travelers is going to a playoff.
Yeah.
In Central Connecticut, and it's Scotty Scheffler versus Victor Hovland. And Victor Hovland is on the tee. Being weird. A lot of waggles. And absolutely smoked one right down the middle of the fairway.
Crushed it, dude. Crushed it, bro.
Oh my God. Dude, can you imagine the pressure of standing on the tee box like Scotty did yesterday and then putting one into the right rough? And look at Scotty wearing the exact same fit he wore yesterday. That's my guy.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Pink over tan.
Yep.
Scotty.
He's got that outfit on lock. Color over tan is Scotty's go-to for sure.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Please don't put this in the right rough.
He has struggled with this shot all week long, bro.
He has consistently either hit this bunker or put it in the right rough.
Yeah.
And it is.
Come on, baby.
Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Right down the middle.
Let's go, baby. Okay.
That's my guy.
Now it's gonna come down to iron play.
Bro, they are right next to each other.
That's incredible.
They're within 3 feet, 4 feet of each other.
That's incredible.
And now the best iron player in the world is Scotty Scheffler. Let's see if he can cash it.
Yep.
You love it. How do you love it?
Anyway,
absolutely love it.
Just have more fun with it, dude. Just
relax, bud.
It's cool. Like you're a star on the show. You should be grateful that people are ribbing you the way they are. Like, it's cool.
And you just won't let it go. And you just won't let it go.
That
it
doesn't
keeps going.
Respectfully, that doesn't feel like a lot of 87 hours. That's it.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a lot.
Like a lot, dude.
I had 137 hours.
Yeah,
to do a real estate test.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to like keep a log and turn it into the real estate commission. 137 hours.
You really?
Yes. Yes. You have to log all of your study and you have to log all your tests and you have to proctor your mom and, you know.
Well, you have to proctor your mom.
Yeah. It's brutal. Donna Summer singing about James. He works hard for his MDiv. Do so hard for his intensive. James, nobody is questioning the work you've done to remove pedophilia priests from the priesthood. Nobody has questioned that. Relax, dude. Chewy, James, I've got 3 master's degree and you don't see me preaching on a mountaintop. Well, you're a Dodger fan, so nobody likes you. See, is Chewy getting upset because I said he's a shitty Dodger fan that everybody wants to punch?
Hey, Chewy, you're a bandwagon Dodger fan.
Yeah. Jerk face.
Yeah.
Nobody is. Guy, my team is moving to a toxic waste dump. Like, hello. It doesn't get worse than being a Chicago sports fan.
Garbage.
We lost a game because Alex Bregman didn't run hard.
And the White Sox are good right now, which is always bad for the city.
Yeah, had to throw that in there, didn't you? No, like I did. Your mom made a 45-foot double breaking putt for birdie yesterday, second longest of my life. I like it. I like it. All 12 people there looked excited.
No, actually, the gallery is huge for this.
The gallery, I'm surprised for a Monday morning playoff. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. I thought it would be empty, but the fans around the green, there's actually a lot of people at the 18th green complex.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised by it. But, you know, we'll see. I'm a huge golf guy. And Scotty, I think, is up first. Victor's got him by like 9 inches.
Bro.
Whatever.
Nothing. Okay. Skull A. Yeah, Scotty Scheffler will be up first from the fairway.
Okay, now here's the question. Have the greens changed a whole lot? Because yesterday they were pretty receptive from all the rain, but I'm curious if we'll see any and they're playing lift, clean, and replace. He was able to pick his ball up and clean it. Wow. Okay.
Because it's been pouring rain all night.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. Those two drives are absolute howitzer shots.
Yeah.
So here we go. Scotty standing over his ball in the fairway.
Yes.
Not that we would do play-by-play on this because we would never.
No, I mean this is a theoretical happening. I mean, this isn't actually happening.
Yeah. You cold, Victor Hovland? Jeez.
Yeah.
Victor got the glass cutters out. Who are you, Bill Belichick on the porch?
I do think Scotty really wants to win this thing, though. I think he is dying to win this tournament.
I would agree. What does he have? He can't have more than 150. There it is, 156. Scotty with a 9-iron.
Scotty.
I think it's within 15 feet.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't overspin.
Let's see. It's away. It's in the air. And
my goodness.
Let's go.
Scotty Scheffler, baby. 7 feet. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable
Hey,
iron
Victor,
shot.
no pressure there, Slick. No pressure.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler. Unbelievable. Oh,
man, that's crazy.
That's incredible. That is incredible. Victor Hovland's a hell of an iron player as well.
Yeah.
This
no
is
pressure here, dude. These are the kind of shots where you're like, oh man, dude, you got to get this close because you know he's making that.
Yeah.
No,
you're a little tighter in the hindquarters after he puts an iron shot within 6 feet.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
couple of waggles here, couple of waggles. And it's all over. He's way left.
He's left. Oh, he's left of the flag.
He got a little spin back though.
He is, but he's going to give Scotty Scheffler a read because Victor's about 10 feet.
Yeah.
Between 8 and 10 feet, and Scotty's between 5 and 6 feet.
Not too bad.
Victor, they're on the same line. And that's a nice little draw he hit, but he's much further left of the hole. So
both really quality shots.
Woo. Yeah, Scotty's within like 5 feet, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so does this go to a second playoff hole now?
No, absolutely not. Victor will miss that putt and Scotty will make his to end it. I think.
Okay. I don't we'll see. Yeah. I hope you're right. I hope you are right because I would love to see Scotty win this.
Yeah.
I would love to see Scotty win this.
Yeah.
Because the PGA Tour is better.
The tour
is better when Scotty Scheffler's winning. It is, in my opinion, it's better when he's winning. Which he has not. Well, he's only won, once this year, I think?
Yeah, multiple runner-ups and multiple top tens. He's been all over. He just hasn't been able to get the job done.
The pressure of that shot. Yeah, that's what she said. Exactly.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Can we get some classy music for background if you're going to commentate this hypothetical golf play? It's not hypothetical. No, you don't want that. That's disco. That's not classy. The Bears are pulling an Angels, the Hammond Bears of Chicago.
Yeah, I don't. It's got to be one of the worst situations in sports right now. I really despise it. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. Jeez. Where did that come from? Woo! Commentating in the Monty Show chat is full contact sport. Enter the ring at your own risk and lurk for the record. Exactly.
Yeah, like again,
James has just never been able to, and it's really been two guys. Oak State James and Tanner Plummer were never able to handle the fact that they are stars on this show. Everything's personal. It upsets them. They like wear it. Like,
yeah.
Do you know how many people have come in this show and called me fat or old or stupid? Or you learn that this is a very impersonal, personal business.
Yeah.
So, and Victor's going to putt first, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know how nervy this putt is?
He's one of the best putters on tour too, and this I think this is almost impossible to make. If he makes this, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, if he makes this is because this has got to be 12 feet. It looks like to me.
Yeah,
I didn't see a measure on it, but it is. He's going to make this putt. He really should make this putt.
We'll see.
It's a nice little right to left putt. He should make it. So.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I want.
Miss it.
You
can say it.
I want him to miss. And I hate rooting against guys because golf is so hard. Golf is so hard. And it just is. The one thing that I'm missing in my life right now is playing golf. I'm working on a couple of things that I just don't have the time to play right now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I agree. This is makeable. This is makeable. It is makeable, but I just, man.
Victor Hovland wearing Scotty Scheffler's signature shoe, trying to beat him in a playoff. Keep that in mind. And he made it. Wow. And now all the pressure shifts to Scotty Scheffler.
Wow.
And a huge fist pump out of Victor Hovland. A huge fist pump.
Man. See, and the thing that separates him, and Scotty suffered from this yesterday, Victor, his pace on his putts are elite, which is why that putt went in. He did not overhit it.
Yeah, rolled over the right edge of the hole to fall in.
Man, this is going to be gnarly if Scotty misses this, dude. I don't think he will, but
the pressure to make this putt. And now, by the way, if Scotty makes this, they just go back to the tee box on 18 and play it again.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's the thing with golf, though, and this is we were kind of talking about this, but I think that in golf, it's all about the tee shot. If you're going to be in the fairway, you're going to have a look for birdie 9 out of 10 times because these guys are so good. But it's if he makes this and they go back, it'll be all about if Scotty misses to the right, because I don't think we're going to see Victor miss too much. So we'll see.
That was a huge putt by glass cutters.
Clutch, dude. Really clutch.
Oh, God, this has got to be so much pressure on Scotty Scheffler. You're talking about,
I don't think he gives a damn about the money. It's all about just, making this.
But you know how hard it is to win golf tournaments?
I think he's going to make this. I like him to make this putt. It's closer. It's pretty.
And he missed it. Wow. Victor Hovland's won the Travelers. Scotty misses an easy putt. Oh, man, you hate that.
Damn.
Oh, you hate that.
And now it's in Scotty's head.
And look how upset he is. Oh, man. Oh, he's really upset.
I would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's the thing for him. It's the worst part of his game, dude. Putting is the worst part of his game. And going to the TaylorMade Spider made all the difference in the world for him. But his putting he's just not. And this is what I said at the beginning of the hole. Hovland is the superior putter, and that's what decided it.
Oh, and he missed it way left. That's the hard part, is it didn't break the way he thought it would break. Scotty's angle was straight. Victor Hovland had a slider.
Yep.
Oh, that is brutal. Scotty Scheffler loses on the first hole, and Victor Hovland and his ovaries have won. So there you go. All right, let's reset it here on the Monty Show, as always, presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business, 24/7, 365. at theadvocates.com. Sitting here talking about Utah to the Big Ten and all of the hubbub that is actually not hubbub. This is again what it seems like we as college sports fans want to do these days. This is message board warrior saying, oh yeah, Utah is going to the Big Ten. Oh, so it must be true. There is no basis in fact in this. There is no evidence of this. There is no plausible path for that to realistically happen. Anybody who's telling you this is a possibility at this point doesn't know what they're talking about, because and I know this seems incredibly simplistic. The grant of rights in the Big 12 completely prevents this. And Utah's in what, year 3, going into year 3 of their grant of rights in the Big 12? I mean, this is impossible. This is impossible. And our sources have told us that this is not even in the works, that Utah and the Big Ten have not had serious conversations about this. They are not currently engaged in this. And this goes back to the Protect College Sports Act. And this change that was put into the bill in the markup phase that I think largely allowed the bill to move forward, that essentially made it so that the Big 12 and the ACC cannot expand. Now, we can argue over does the Protect College Sports Act make it so G5s are stuck in place? I don't think that it does. I think this bill is going to look drastically different when we get to actual floor votes, because we are a long way from, and make no mistake about this, we are a long way from the final version of this bill. What happened in committee was just to get the bill through committee, to get enough votes to get it through committee. Now you got to get it to the floor. They're going to pack their stupid pork belly fat into here. They're going to rewrite a bunch of it. Like, trust me when I tell you, this bill's a long way from its final version. And so everybody trying to read the bill and it does this and it does that, you have no idea what it does or what it's going to do. In its current incarnation, does it prevent the G5 from moving up? I don't know. I've asked a lot of people, and I don't think that anybody has an ironclad answer as does it or does it not. And I think that will be addressed, because this bill only exists to protect Washington State. That's essentially what this bill does. So does it make sense that the author of this bill, Senator Cantwell, who is a Washington State supporter, is going to make it so Washington State can never get back to the P4? It makes no sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. And Washington State, and I know Oregon State fans going to lose their shit as they always do, and Washington State is the far more valuable property between Oregon State and Washington State. And if this bill gets through the Senate and heads to the House, it will not be in its current incarnation. So I don't think we know the answer to that. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it's far from knowing the answer to it. I think that, like I said, I mean, I just think that anything related to realignment, switching conferences, grants of rights conversations, I think all of that is on hold until we get clarity from the feds and we get clarity on what a new entity is going to look like. Until that takes place, I don't think anybody's doing anything in terms of moving.
I think that's a very interesting discussion. I think what this bill does and does not do almost does not matter here. Because I just think anyway, not to be redundant, we're a long way from the finished product. Yeah. So, but I do think the entirety of this bill and its whole point is to screw the Big Ten and the SEC. I think that's the entirety of the bill. I think you look at the legislation as it currently exists, it's only in place to cap the power of the Big Ten and the SEC. But also make no mistake about it. This is a terrible bill. This bill does not protect college sports or save college sports. This bill does not help or protect athletes in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. I think it's a bad piece of legislation. I think it limits income, it limits opportunities, which is how we wound up here in the first place.
Yeah, and that's that's classic politics, right? Like, hey, we're going to name the bill the Protect College Sports Act bill, or the save this or save that, or what. It's going to have some fancy ass name, but the reality is it's just taking us back to the Stone Age and making it so that kids can't make as much money, and the old white hairs have the control. And I think that's I just think that's not lost on anyone. I think a lot of people realize that and are not a fan of this.
Yeah, and again, I want to reiterate, I don't think there's any way that this bill will, in its final form, prevent the G6 from moving into power conferences. That makes no sense for anybody involved. I think capping the ability of because I think the biggest fear is that you would have the SEC go pluck teams out of the ACC, and you'd have the Big Ten plucking teams out of the Big 12. Like, that's where all this Utah to the Big Ten talk came from. Fans absolutely getting there 21 times a month in, thinking, oh, well, we're an AAU institute. Shut up. Like, please. And the best part is they're dog whistling you, and you're just fully running at them. Oh, wow. Tell me about it. There's nothing to tell you because it's not happening right now. But all of that to say, in its final form, I believe this issue will be taken care of. I don't believe that because senators don't know what they're doing. They're not educated on issues in college sports. You can't tell me that Ted Cruz, who's a scumbag, that Ted Cruz has any idea what the inner workings for a college football player actually are, the realities of life. They have no idea, or you wouldn't be trying to limit their income. Because the large majority of college athletes are not sitting here being multimillionaires. Ted Cruz doesn't care about that.
Nope.
Ted Cruz needs a notch on his belt.
Notch on his belt. He needs another. Listen, Ted Cruz and politicians like Ted Cruz, and I would say most politicians generally, are looking for opportunities to gain leverage. And that's all this is. It's leverage over the conversation. It's leverage, over making trades. Because that's all politics is, right? Hey, like, I'll vote this way if you give me that, or I'll vote that way if you don't do this, or whatever. Like, that's all it is. So I couldn't agree more that I don't think that Ted Cruz genuinely cares about college football or what's going on with it. Just as I don't think the White House cares about it. And the only people I think who actually care about it are head coaches and players. Those folks who are directly impacted by it in the day-to-day, as usual in our country, are the ones who actually care. And I do think, bless Nick Saban's big old heart. Like, I think he cares. I just think that he shouldn't necessarily be the one that's like the poster child of pushing this forward. I think he should have a say and share his opinion because he has a ton of experience, and I think his opinion is valuable. But I would love to see the players being able to talk more about this, being that, like, we're all talking about them constantly.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Go Gators, 1 month closer to football, baby. Yeah, I think we're 6 Saturdays away now. So we're not far away. I can't wait until football season so we actually have something to talk about. Because it's mind-numbing topics like this. I am so tired of the panic button topics. Brennan Sorsby, he's going to the CFL. No, he's shut up.
But why? But again, why does everyone want to talk about it? Because they like the drama, right? Everybody wants drama. Yeah. They want a gambling degenerate to be in the NFL. They want someone who's got a problem to be put in a bigger problematic situation so we can see what would say. Like, I agree. As I've said, I agree completely that there's a conversation around, hey, like, the entire industry is plagued with FanDuel endorsements and this endorsement and that endorsement. Golf yesterday. I I was annoyed by the fact that during the commercial break, as they're heading out to commercial break, we're getting a read about FanDuel or whatever I can't remember the official sports book, but you're just getting read after read about, hey, do this, do that. Victor's odds are getting worse as the tournament goes on, and like it just annoys me, dude. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, it's my biggest problem with guys like Cody Campbell. It's rich guys clutching their bag of money. That's all this is. This is rich dudes trying to stay rich and keep other people from becoming rich. And I hate it. Yeah. I can't stand it. So Big Blue Horses, appreciate you being here. Jay Beers, hello. Really appreciate your content. Help me getting through the work. I appreciate you listening while you're working. Thank you. In its current incarnation, absolutely prevents a G6 from moving up. Not sure what part of the Power 4 can't expand would allow those guys to join. Well, but again, I think this is all needless wrangling, because that's going to change.
Right.
You cannot, again, Senator Cantwell, who I think knows very little about college sports. You can't tell me she's doing this to make sure that Washington State can't move to a Power 4 conference. Right? I think in its current form, there's no question. Because they're going to get to, what is it, 700 million? I mean, you're going to have trouble expanding at that point based on this current legislation. So, and the markups, and you're going to have trouble expanding with that. That's what the bill says. So, Bryce Siri. Hey, Siri. 80% with 94% humidity in Rockford, Illinois right now. Sorry. Threw up in my mouth a little bit. No. The answer is no. Never. Ever. Nope. Not living in the Midwest. Ain't happening. Nope. Phil Benzer, who's very angry all the time. All is to control the money. Yes, it is. Cody Campbell wrote this bill. He had a big hand in it. Ted the Devil himself Cruz, indeed. And yes, we're all drama queens. Yes, we are. What's that?
I said, ask James. He can tell us.
Jake?
My bad. Sorry, dude.
James,
sorry, dude.
Very hard for his MDiv.
My fault. My bad. Sorry.
When you say stuff like that, it disrespects the hard work that James put into his
HMID.
Okay? Do you know how difficult it is to keep that rectory dust-free? Guy's over there rocking a Swiffer like it's his job.
Yeah, it is.
I get it.
So you stop making fun of his degrees.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I mean, I respect your ability to get a degree, dude. You're smart. You're the best.
You worked hard to get them.
Yeah,
okay?
I get that.
You can't tell a school they can't move to another conference. That's restraint of trade. Oh, stop.
Here we go.
Come on.
Why do we always go to this?
Come on.
Like, this was the Pac-12 argument about interstate commerce violations.
Well,
like, what do we do?
The president of Washington State is going to stand in the way with his $600 million.
Like, shut up, dude. Like, just
block expansion of this and Kirk Schultz.
And I'll see you in Valhalla.
Like, just piss off. Honestly,
the problem with the Protect College Sports Act, beyond the fact that it sucks, is that it's written to protect 500,000 student athletes, which does not do anything to deal with the FBS. Yeah, I would agree with that. James is busy guarding the Holy Sacrament. Somebody has to test the grapes for poison.
Well,
why not James? James is a guardian of the sacrament. That somebody's going to create a YouTube account called the Guardian of the Sacrament.
James the Guardian.
Cold-blooded.
Oh man.
Jake, what do you think ultimately happens with the Protect College Sports Act? Do you think it passes in its current form?
No, I don't think it passes in its current form. I think that it's wishful thinking to think it'll pass in its current form. I think what a lot of people don't understand is just because you got out of committee doesn't mean the bill is actually going to become law. Basically, the idea is you've got a committee of people that put a bill on paper. They then get it out of committee and take it to, take it to the Senate, and then it's got to go to the House, and then so you got to get through the entire process before that would ever actually be written into law. And I think the big thing here is that there are so many people involved with this. There's so many people power grabbing with this bill that it's going to struggle to move along. Now, at some point, I am sure it'll pass. But like, if I was a wagering individual, I would not be confident this passes before college football starts. I would be shocked. Honestly, I would be really surprised. And if it does, I would think that there were major concessions made, or there was, because that's how it goes, right? Like, people negotiate these bills, and we get to a point where it's like, all right, we really need this to pass. So what are we going to have to cut to get it passed?
Well, listen, if you want the SEC to dominate college football, I'm going to have to get a new bridge in Rockford. Okay. It's really humid and the bridges corrode here. I'll vote yes if you allocate $15 million to rebuild this bridge. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Hey, man, listen, my constituents over there in Puyallup, Washington, they need a retrograde of a hyoid bone turnpike. And those ratchets and stuff are expensive. You're going to fill this bill with handshake deals, right? That's what you're going to do. I need $50 million for a new porta potty system.
We may have to go short in a couple cases.
Okay, well, I'll give you $10 million and you can put in urinal troughs like they had at the old Wrigley Field.
Yeah, I can't give you a full porta potty, but we can give you a urinal.
A trough. That's what's going to happen. I need pork subsidies. My pork farmers are struggling because of the tariffs. Okay, we'll give you $10 million in subsidies. You vote yes. That's how this bill is going to get done. And if you guys would like to make suggestions of what could be traded
and stuff.
Well, listen, Monty, I don't know. I need to pave 2nd Avenue in Jonestown. That's, is anyone watching This Was Sports Center stories from the... No. Is Jake telling me to piss off? No. Who told you to piss off?
I wasn't telling you to piss off, dude. I was telling people who want to use the case of like interstate commerce or like these very like outside fringe arguments that it's like when we heard all that nonsense about, ACC fan being like, oh, well, there's a smoking gun in the ESPN portion of the grant of rights. No, there's not, dude. No, there's not. Actually, it's a boilerplate document. There's no smoking gun. There's no collusion. You guys are just tinfoiling. Like, I lose my patience for the way off the reservation, like ridiculous take about what's going to happen. Like, it's tired.
It is tired. And yet it is precisely what we do, because this is what we do, right? Like, I will never forget. One of the great moments was talking to a source that I know in television about that ACC smoking gun collusion with ESPN. And Buddy laughed at my face. He was like, you really think a $1 billion corporation like Disney and ESPN, who's a $1 billion entity on their own, that they're going to risk their entire existence for Jim Phillips in the ACC? And the answer is, of course, they're not going to do that. Why would they do that? They would never do that.
You wouldn't do that. That's the thing. You never do that.
It's just so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous that's how people think business gets done. And it just doesn't. It doesn't get done like that. Can someone please explain to me why the knockout games of the World Cup start at 11 a.m.? This is BS.
Because there's a lot of games to play, brother.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's brutal. It's the USA Australia match, which was good football. And it was, this town in Seattle was on fire with it. Started at noon. Why would you start that match at noon? Oh, it's because the World Cup is a tourist event.
Yeah.
People travel to destinations to see their club.
Yeah.
So
that's why.
if it's at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m., they're going to be there. And trust me, they were. 30-70 chance if they schedule a floor vote in the Senate in whatever form, the bill ultimately takes, then I think it will pass both the Senate and eventually the House. Well, I think we're a long way from that right now. So is today Red Ass Utah Day? It very much is. They are not going to join us in the Big Ten. They should get used to the Big 12 and the prison BYU is built for them.
Wow, dude. Wow, dude.
That's the ultimate honeypot. That is the ultimate honeypot. Because BYU's dominated since joining the Big 12. Their ascension has been meteoric. As much as I know people in Utah, that pisses Utah fans off. Norge. The games start early in North America, so we in Europe don't have to watch the games in the wee hours. Could be. Like, are you guys, how many people here are fired up about the World Cup? Now that the prelims are over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited that the US of A, has a pretty clean cut path to the final if they take care of business, which they should. But I think that, generally speaking, has it been a good World Cup? I guess, but I don't feel like this World Cup has had as much hype as the last one. I feel
but
like
you're not remotely a soccer fan.
I'm not, and that's fair. That's a fair point. I'm not, but at the same time, I mean, I'll definitely be watching the U.S. on Wednesday. So
I took Jake to a Chelsea match against Liverpool at Anfield, and he fell asleep during the match.
That's not true. That's not true.
Like, I looked over, and he was slumped over.
Good.
He was slumped over, leaning on his neck beard, passed out asleep.
Not true. Nope.
You figure it. And then Demba Ba goes down, scores the goal to defeat.
Dude, you're missing
Liverpool.
the best part. That Stevie Gerrard fell.
Yeah, Stevie Gerrard slipped and fell. Stevie slipped and fell.
Steven, it's okay.
Demba Ba goes down, scores the goal, and Jake is passed out asleep in the box.
Yeah, I wasn't asleep, dude. That's not true.
He wasn't asleep. It's been a huge PR success for the States. What do you mean?
Yeah, the TikTok trend is what he's referencing. I'm sure. The hey, European person didn't know that we had 100,000 seat stadiums to host the World Cup, and the sensation that is Europeans trying to take suitcases full of ranch packets back to the European countries is incredible.
Or figuring out what In-N-Out is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Knockout rounds are the best, plus the last second goals and upsets. It's been a really, really good World Cup. It has been. I'm sure it was jet lag, Jake.
Bro, I didn't really fall asleep. Okay. That's like saying, see, James, this is how you have fun with it. Okay. You should take notes. Get your MDiv out. This is how you have fun with it. I didn't actually fall asleep. I was resting my eyes. Okay. There's a difference.
Is that makeup on your hand, Jake? Anyway. So Donald Trump fell asleep in a cabinet meeting. Anyway. Monty, I love your show, but you got to stop talking politics, prick. Love your sports, but you don't know what you're talking about with politics.
Monty, just shut up and dribble.
They took a knife to that reflection pool thing, kiddie pond stuff. Well, what about the hydrogen peroxide? It doesn't matter. They'd already cut it. Okay. You don't cut paint, but Anyway, what makes sense, Rock and Rant? Japan, Brazil, such a good game. It's just so early here. I'm still working. Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all? Utah fan are getting mad at Texas Tech was getting all the Big 12 heat, so they had to enter back into the chat, I believe.
Right. They were a little jealous. They had to get their, their fair share.
Hell, I will watch Jake making roller grill videos on YouTube before I'll watch soccer.
No, dude, you'll watch me doing a SNL style skit of Buddy dapping up the recruit in the tunnel before you'll watch soccer, dude.
Well, but I can't because James keeps putting out these pizza review videos.
James, any explanation about the pizza review videos, or shall I say the lack thereof?
James has done no pizza review videos.
I mean, it really hurts my soul, dude, that you don't do like Maury's got you beat right now, dude. He's
by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he's done everything that he's supposed to do here. So
and Maury doesn't even have an MDiv, which in and of itself,
87 hours.
Yeah, he doesn't master divinity. You know.
Correct.
So I don't know how he's being without an MDiv. I don't know how you do pizza review videos.
I couldn't agree more, dude. It's a valid question.
And the flip side of that, of course, is when you have an MDiv, how are you not doing pizza review videos?
Yeah, it feels like a waste of investment, dude.
It doesn't math,
Also, I would really love a Magic City review if you could fit that into the schedule.
Yeah, if you could take some video when you do the Magic City wings. You can totally be into the World Cup and not be a true soccer fan. All of us get into the Olympics and none of us are watching swimming regularly. No, it's fucking curling. Yeah, curling's the one.
The only thing I could watch during the Olympics, dude, because NBC is ass. We all know this.
I mean, Monty, can you believe they broomed that ice when that guy was throwing the stone?
Monty, he's sitting. The ice guy makes different ice surfaces too.
But Buddy's sitting shot rock. I don't know how he's doing this brooming shit. Like you just gotta let it drift, and
Yeah, and the length of that guy's shaft on the broom is really long. I mean, it's quite incredible.
I just worked in a shot rock, and you guys, okay. Nobody even applauded. That's fine. I remember when I was stationed in Korea, we watched the Super Bowl around 8 a.m. on a Monday, and that was live. Nice.
No, hold on. I need you to go to our newest gifted membership here, dude. Yo, it's happened.
Sack Guardian James.
Oh, we've upgraded from ball sack James to sack guardian James.
Somebody's got to guard the sack.
Whatever.
He's got an MDiv. He worked very hard to get it. 87 hours. We're waiting for James strip joint reviews.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
That's where he finds all the pedophilia in the priesthood.
Right. It's making a difference.
Utah will never be happy until they are in the Big Ten. Probably not.
Says a BYU fan.
Jake, hey, James, whip your MDiv out and have fun with it.
21, can you do something for me?
I honestly think James is the guy, and I could be wrong, but I honestly think James is a guy that shows up at events, and he's like, "Hey, I'm James. I have an MDiv, and here it is. Want to see it? Look at read.
Just pound it, dude.
It says MDiv on it.
Yeah, just pound it.
Let's ride.
I'm a master of the universe.
Right.
I'm like Agent Smith replicating myself. And dude, your burner accounts, I give you a lot of credit. Your burner accounts are incredible.
Dude, this is incredible right now.
We have a nice little gathering of the sack. See, James is bringing people together.
Yes, we're all bonding, campfire and stuff.
He's proving that those 87 hours weren't wasted.
No, he's making a true difference.
Man, and can you imagine if they hadn't fired Casey Schrum at Oak State? He would have never gotten his M yet. Hi, I'm James. Want to come help me sort my holy cards? I mean, it'll be fun. Wheat thins and grape juice and stuff. Gifted one membership with a troll account is next level. It really is. Gifted. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Like, honestly.
Kay Nurin, who's a Christian. Yes. Love watching soccer is boring. Okay. Curling is the best. I want to be the pebbler.
Okay. I mean, that's, if you want to call yourself the pebbler, I mean, that's,
Oh, no. Jay Beers got filtered.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea.
Go play intramurals, brother.
Dale Donuts, why is Jake talking shafts?
It happens to the best of us.
It does. It does. Anyway. All right. We should probably move on to Brendan Sorsby. Because
speaking of shafts,
the CFL told Brendan Sorsby to pound sand. Or excuse me, let's go, Brandon. They told Brandon, because that's his name, according to Jeffrey Kessler.
Right.
They told Brendan Sorsby he is not welcome in the CFL because of his gambling. The UFL then, on the heels of that, said, we would love to have Let's Go Brandon play for us. But does the UFL do Brendan Sorsby any good at all? Because I don't think it does.
No, I mean, I don't think that the UFL accomplishes anything. I mean, I think if anything, it's more just him, him trying to play professional football in any capacity, and I think that it's a cautionary tale of ruining your career. I mean, again, I maintain that Buddy was never going to be like the face of a franchise, but at some point, I'm sure he'd like to keep playing football, because what else is he going to do? Go sell life insurance? So, I don't know what, I guess I don't understand what the play would be if it's not football. And that's what I think.
I would agree with that.
Like, what are you going to go and do? What's the next thing? What's the next play? Where are you going to go? So for me, is the UFL ideal? Absolutely not. I mean, does anybody really respect UFL football? Absolutely not. And is it going to help his career? Absolutely not. But the problem is, and again, this has been very few and far between examples of this. So don't go full nuclear meltdown mode when I drop this name. But when's the last time we had someone trying to get into a league who wasn't welcome back? You know what I'm going to say. Colin Kaepernick. And that was a completely different set of rule or a situation and circumstances.
Yeah, he was black.
Right. Bro. Dude. Bro.
The opposite of full.
But the point is that
stating fact
is that
no lies detected.
Is that dude couldn't get back in the league. And I don't think Brendan Sorsby ever sees an NFL field. Ever.
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be very tough. So if Utah fan and Texas Tech fan fight in the UFC at the White House, you mean, is that more exciting than soccer?
Because I'll drop that motherfucker.
Okay. It's a good question. Any thoughts on the NHL draft? None. Not a single thought. Nope. Not once.
Nope.
Jay Beers said what? I don't know. I just saw your comments got filtered. So welcome back. You must have done something. Did you use emojis? YouTube does not like emojis. I like curling as well. I just feel connected to it for some reason. You feel connected to the Royals third baseman who got hit in the nuts the other day?
Like, how do you, bro? The White Sox bunt it down the third baseline. Left-handed, lanky-ass pitcher picks it up and absolutely fires a cannon over to third base and nut shots his third baseman. Like, what? Why would you throw the ball that hard?
Oof.
Idiot.
Chuck says Arena League or UFL? UFL.
Bullet.
He needs to play JUCO. The talent level around him would be the same as he had at Cincinnati.
But that's why he would be a great NFL quarterback, Monty. Look at the lack of talent. I mean, come on.
Yeah, how many times have I heard that? Brandon Butler, I really need Sorsby to go to the Houston Gamblers. Just need the UFL to lean into it for the pub. That would be incredible.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. James is the link in my NBA guy. James, the TCU guy, MDiv, bringing God and oh my God together over 10 years.
That's his link. I think what you meant to say is that's his LinkedIn bio.
No, it is not.
No, that he's joking, but that
would be incredible.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Do you think James is on LinkedIn?
I don't know. Let me see. Hang on. I can look.
How are you going to find? Do you know his name?
Yeah, James White. We all know his name, dude. Come on. We know
James Black?
Yeah. Let me put the proper search in. Pastor James White, because that's, obviously.
Brought to you by Rectory Charting Systems, Inc. Exactly right. Exactly right. The UFL lets him keep playing football because he will never be in the NFL. I think that could be true. Right? For Brandon Sorbet, he would be better off playing in the longest yard penal system. Well, I don't know what anybody's joint has to do with it.
Family program, dude.
Do you need to say on this show?
Like, I don't understand why you got to work in that vernacular.
Hiscock.
Like,
brought to you by Viagra.
Yeah.
Okay. NHL draft is like the MLB draft. It's about prospective players. You're not going to see any results for 3 years yet.
Yeah.
I could not possibly care less. Yes, James is or was on LinkedIn.
Oh.
Okay. Sack Guardian James. Sacks love curling. Who doesn't love some big stones slapping against one another?
Y'all are wilding now.
Oh my God.
This is crazy.
Oh, there's one reason I love curling. Oh my God, those big stones slapping into each other. Oh.
Getting it in the zone,
Oh, use that shaft. Sweep it!
Probably too much. Probably too much. My bad. I'm a bad person. The Cubs have a chance to sweep the Padres this week if Alex Bregman runs hard.
Me?
At least Pete Crow's having a huge June. Can June just go on forever and never end?
No.
Sweep it. Exactly right. Exactly right. Just saying. So would Jake be 3/4 shaven or half shaven? I can't tell. He didn't shave.
I did, actually.
No, you didn't. What is with the chin thing? I don't understand.
Why can't you just say thank you? Why can't you just say, nobody can just say, yeah, you did what we asked you to do. You know what I mean? Like, why can't it just be like, all right, cool. Like it's been managed. It's good. Like,
but it hasn't.
Wow.
This is like having, you're the types of guy who the HOA shows up and it's like, hey man, your lawn is way overgrown. We're going to need you to do some work on that. Okay, I'll get right on it. You pull out the lawnmower, you do one stripe and you put the lawnmower away. They come back and say, hey, we told you need to take care of it. You're like, look.
No, I guess not.
I cut the grass. No, we meant all of it. Oh, well, you should have said that. That's you in a nutshell. I'm going to shave. I shaved, Monty. Look down here. Look right here. Look right here. Dan Lanning's home is nice and bare. Right there.
And you two motherfuckers need Jesus.
You do. What?
Can you imagine what a long-ass overgrown lawn with one stripe down the middle of it?
I'm looking at it on your face, Dick. I'm looking at it. Yes, I can imagine it. Like,
I don't give a baker's fuck.
Don't have to really imagine it.
Bro.
Leave Jake's chin strap alone. You've got the Flying Michigan helmet on your chin. Well, that's why I love big dudes right on my chin.
That's quite enough. We get it.
Jake is looking very business on the cheekbone, party on the jawbone. Dude, you have no idea. And now he's trying to do this whole lower chin thing. You know what? You do you. Shorty, do you like Jake's face? You're here now. Do you like whatever this is? Jake's fucking face. Do you like I got going on? Because this whole chin strap fungus thing.
It's your own question.
You know, did that chin strap come with headphones? With the headphones?
I don't get that one. Sorry.
Muldoon, mid-2000s douche vibe.
Well, someone's got to play the part, right? Someone's got to play the part.
You know.
Well said.
It is what it is. The Manning passing camp was amazing. Did you guys pay attention to the Manning passing camp?
I'd love it to be wider.
Why? Anyway, the point is,
what I'm going to say.
Well, because then it would be up on the cheek. If it was wider, I could be Wolverine.
How much slurping is
I've seen Wolverine, and when he gets them pork chops going, dude,
like,
I mean, the guy gets laid every single scene. That's why I'm doing this. Jake, did you watch the Manning Passing Academy this weekend?
No.
Did you pay attention to the results?
Nope. There's only one result that matters.
What happens on the field?
Correct.
Well, they played it. The Manning Passing Academy happened on the field.
In a regular season game of consequence, does he perform or does he not perform? Simple as that.
What is with the Julian Sand hate?
What do you mean?
Why do you hate Julian Sand?
I don't hate Julian Sand. He's another Ohio State quarterback. We know what to expect, right? High performer in the Heisman race, going to be a good passer, should be an elite mental player with reading a defense. Like the guy, like I don't hate him at all. I just know what to expect at this point. Like we're so deep in the Ryan the Ryan Day machine, this Ryan Day system that we know what he does with his quarterback. So it's not any type of surprise when Julian Sand's going to be, contending for the Heisman.
That's a no, Jake.
Yeah, well, cool, man. It's not my job to care if you like it or not.
Early Amish outcropping from Jake.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
You know, it is. It's the new look. It's the new look for Kansas City.
You guys are all haters, bro. All haters.
Hang this thing up. We're out of here.
I promise your facial hair will grow in.
Hey, when you use the word "your," you might want to use it the right way. Just saying.
What do you mean?
Just saying.
Your is possessive. It means your facial hair, not you are.
No, Jake, you are still young.
Oh, you are. Yeah, there. Okay, that one. I was looking at the second. Yeah, he's another Zach Wilson. In all honesty, I think CJ Carr is the best quarterback in college football, and not because of the beloved, right? I mean, not because of the beloved. I think what I saw from CJ Carr at the Manning Passing Academy was sensational. I think my feeling is he's the best quarterback in college football, and he should be the odds-on Heisman favorite. And I know the Dante Moore stuff, and everybody was excited about it, but he didn't go to the Manning Passing Academy. He went to Japan instead. Did you guys see the hype video that Oregon rolled out?
This is garbage, dude. I'm just warning you now.
Whoa, this is your guy Lanning.
No.
Is Dante Moore or CJ Carr?
I think that's extremely close. I'm going to be honest with you. I think CJ probably has a better year, and I only say that because I think they've got a pretty good amount of talent. But, I also think you look at the schedule, it's a lot easier of a schedule. Let's be real. So I think Carr has a better year, but I think if you're talking NFL prospect, probably Dante, but it's pretty close.
Here's the hype video for Dante Moore.
こちら新宿歌舞伎町ゴジラの隣に現れたのは巨大なダック。その下にはダンテムーア。アヒルでかっ。
What the hell did I just watch? What did I just watch? Like, what is that? Why is that funny? Why is that?
What it is ass.
I mean,
That's
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like that's garbage, dude. Like
they're in Japan spreading goodwill about American football. Oregon is. And
but see, I don't get that vibe at all. The whole goodwill, spreading goodwill about American football. That's not the vibe.
Well, that's not what this video was supposed to be doing. This was Dante Moore for Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
This was a hype video for Dante Moore. Godzilla, the Oregon Duck, Dante Moore. Like it landed very flat.
Yeah.
It landed very flat. And I actually, this right here, it felt very stereotypical.
Yeah, 100%.
Brutal.
Yeah. I didn't like, I don't know how else to say it. Like that is how it felt for me. I didn't feel like it was some great video. It felt like you had the duck walking down the street and it was more about the duck than it was about Dante. I understand his posters in the video, but like the video is about the duck and Godzilla, not really about Dante Moore. And I understand they hit the pose at the end, but
But it's just the problem is, did you see the fear on the face of all of the people in the street?
Yeah.
They were terrified, right? Nobody's terrified of Oregon.
Well, Texas Tech is terrified of Oregon. Isn't that right, Ryan Duffy?
Wow. Okay. Okay. Which is fine. Did you guys see Wong committed to BYU over Ohio State?
Yeah.
Finally, Wong will choose. Yeah, Wong will choose.
Really, bro?
And then you had to say that.
Really, bro?
Oregon was checking in on all the Nike sweatshops.
Right.
You know, way too soon.
Wow.
Casually racist their duck season. Nike sweatshops about to riot. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think most of us agree that this was. I agree with that assessment. Casually, not like flaming, but definitely like low key undertones kind of video.
Oh, sure. Wow. Sham Sharonia. What a dick. Malik Beasley has been indicted on federal charges for gambling related to sports betting scheme, including point shaving and prop betting. The government is coordinating a voluntary surrender for Malik Beasley this week.
Oh.
Ooh. That's brutal.
What do you mean Brendan Sorsby should be worried about the feds?
Ooh.
Like,
that is brutal.
Like,
ooh.
I think people just take that stuff for granted that, well, it's the feds. No big deal. I mean, they're not going to actually arrest anyone.
You're the starting quarterback at Cincinnati. Oh, wait, at Indiana. Oh, wait, you play in the NBA and make tens of millions of dollars guaranteed.
Facial recognition.
And you can't not gamble? You can't not gamble. Do you know how hard it is to screw your life up when you sign a guaranteed contract? Do you understand when you sign a contract in the NBA, the money's guaranteed? It's being paid. Do you know how hard you have to screw it up in the major leagues of baseball, where your contracts are guaranteed? Do you know how hard you have to screw it up? And these guys routinely screw it up. How many baseball players and NBA guys are going to get in trouble for point shaving, prop betting, lose all of their money, their career, all of it?
Everything.
Just like that. I'll never understand it. You're Chauncey Billups. You're Terry Rozier, who's made an ass load of money. Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley's a role player. And you can't get out of your own way. Brendan Sorsby, you would have been drafted in the first round of the NFL draft. Oh, but you bet on sports. Okay. Have fun playing for the Houston Gamblers. Do you know that's how, dude?
Yep.
That's, Arch Schleister. Yes. Like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't even imagine it. I just can't imagine it. And now Malik Beasley, like, and again, I guess I understand why this comes up, because one of the replies to that tweet is, we should ban gambling. Is this gambling's fault or is this human beings' fault?
It's Malik Beasley's fault, dude. It's not gambling's fault. This is Malik Beasley's fault. Have some self-accountability. Have some self-control. Like, again, the not to steal your mantra, right? But the decisions you make, like, you got to be good with the consequences, good or bad. It's that simple. Just because you're an idiot with your life doesn't mean I should pay the price for that. It's that simple.
And for the record, I don't gamble, but, Mayor of Monty Town, hello. Good morning, guys. Shout out to Mobamba. Cam, good to see you. I don't get it. I guess we just don't want freedom.
Shout out to Mobamba.
We don't want freedom. It's what this comes down to. Does Beasley have any college eligibility left? Asking for my friend Cody. Okay.
So don't even think about messing with me.
When does the video of Mestamaker dressed as Pistol Pete riding a horse into the Osage Casino drop? Dude, that's racist. Yeah. They're Native Americans. They're just trying to provide for their people. We don't gambling. That's so racist that you would bring up gambling with Native American populations. Well, they do own and operate a casino. That's racist too. Wait, did you just call them racist? No, but you are. Shut up. Just shut the up. Anyway, a lot of these places like Prize Picks are registered with the CFTC, which is a trade commission. Regulation will be coming hard and fast. But you can't tell me that prop betting is the fault of the organizations.
It's not.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's never happened before, but it could.
I just think the logic is so ridiculous. Like, if we're going to do this with gambling, why are we not doing this with cars or weapons or what? Like anything, any other thing that plagues our society? Why are we not doing it?
That is very much like the question of why haven't you guys hit the like button yet? We have 4,000 views and 40 likes on the show. I mean, I don't know why they don't hit the like button, Mom. I ask. Are you guys being red asses and that's why you won't hit the like button? Okay. I don't have feelings. It's fine.
What needs to happen is we need to put all of the douche canoes like him into a box, lock that box, and throw it into the ocean. Right? That's what they do with demons.
It's not that hard. Put that douche canoe in a box. That's like blaming the car when you get behind the wheel drunk. Exactly right.
Douche canoes.
She is such a good. I haven't seen any of her content in so long. I hope she's not dead.
That downstairs kitty cat is not yours to have, okay?
Like, yeah, hit the like button, people. Age limit. I want to see LeBron suit up for Ohio State. Then again, can even Ohio State afford him? Probably not.
No.
Probably not. She was in the Oregon commercial.
Stop it. Stop that.
It's not very nice. Without Native American casinos, where would Earth, Wind, and Fire play? Dude. That's a great point. People got to make a living, dude. Stop being racist and talking about casinos owned and operated by Native American tribes.
Come on, dude. Are you raising your voice at me?
Oak State fan last week was so livid about that. Well, you're just Monty, and they're trying to provide for their people. We stole their goddamn land. Okay, but I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying they own and operate a casino, and they put a patch on a college football jersey. You don't see the irony in that? No, but I see the racism, prick. Like, just
get a life, man. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
come on, man. Come on, man.
Like, what are we doing, dude?
Right. That's what happens, though. You join Team SRT, and now they regulate the engine on how fast you can go.
Yeah,
that's out of the window.
I'm looking at buying a Tesla.
No, are you serious?
Shut up, Jake. I'm looking. Why is that upsetting to you?
It's not upsetting. I mean,
that's disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
You know how fast the super fast Tesla goes?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. You can't do that in downtown Seattle.
So?
His standards don't matter.
I'm not seriously looking at it. But did you know that they're financing right now? They offer you 0% for life if you can meet the financing criteria.
Criteria. That's right as rain, Monty.
Jake showed up here one day. Jake showed up here one day. And I don't know who the scumbag was that said to Jake or where he saw right as rain. He showed up here one day and he was like, and then I just told him, hey, bro, cool story. Make me a sandwich. He showed up here one day and he was like, oh, yeah, right as rain. And I'm like, well, where'd you hear that? Nobody. I just came up with it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. My grandparents used to say right as rain. It's coincidence. I mean, I just thought of it. You know.
Now, really though, with Tesla, did you see Ford is actually thinking about adopting this thing where dealers? So, like, you know, right now, like, there's the MSRP, what the auto manufacturer, Ford or Tesla or whoever, Tesla's a little different because it's a different model, but like Ford or any of these different brands tell you that you should sell the car for. Then the dealership will typically mark it up or they'll have their own price. Ford is thinking about, because the car industry is in such a crap spot, Ford is thinking about mandating to their dealership partners that they can't change the price of the vehicle and that it's just a standard price. And that you're just, and I think that's fascinating because Tesla's been doing that for a while, apparently. I didn't know that, but Tesla's been doing that for a while. So,
because all their dealerships are a franchise.
Yeah.
If you get a Cybertruck, bro, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
I will never, ever.
Even if there's a fire.
No, it'll all make sense. Jake taking credit for as right as rain, LOL, of all things to take credit for.
I didn't, bro.
Jake had a yes. Oh my God.
What I said was is that I heard it somewhere. I don't know where though. So I just used it.
You know, one day God, who's not real, is going to strike you with lightning because
kick it will flow.
He's going to get so tired of this whatever thing is on your face beard
it's
thing.
Wrong as rain.
And
so
then you're going to be telling all these lies where you're like, well, I didn't say I made it up. I said I may have at some point in a way that I don't recall, maybe somehow listening to the radio, which I never do, could have heard wrong is right of rain and sunshine. You literally were like, dude, I just thought of it off the top of my head. So Jake was dating this girl, right? And she tried to drop the whole, and then I said, hey, cool story, bro. Make me a sandwich.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Like she had just made the line up.
Right.
Which clearly she hadn't. That's what Jake did. He channeled his inner hoe and was like, oh yeah, I just thought of it. Right as rain. It just flows right off the tongue. You know.
Back to the envelope calculations.
No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Yeah, anyway. It's fine. It's fine. No Cybertruck, but Monty considered a Pontiac Aztec. Yeah, who hasn't? What is your life come to if you're driving a Pontiac? Do you just are you Oak State James and you roll out and you see the Japo shitbox in your driveway? Do you just pause and be like, what is my life come to that I have to get into this car every day?
Where did I take the left turn?
What did I do to piss off God that I have to drive this car? Is it because I have an MDiv that I have to drive?
Recognition.
That's where, or you could just drive a BMW rocket ship. Okay, speaking of which, I need to move to Montana because I have to register the BMW. It is
anywhere.
So it is so rectally expensive to register a car in Washington. So here's a question. Do I keep it registered in Utah where it's like $56? I was going to re-register online, but what do you think they asked me to do?
Provide proof of residency.
Hey, bro, we're going to need you to get a smog check.
Timothy.
Why? Why? Do you really think my BMW, my 2024 X4M BMW, is going to cause more air pollution than the Salt Lake, which is now empty? Yeah. Or, I don't know, all of the fires burning, but I get it. Global warming's not real. Heat dome. My point is,
Iraq.
Do you know how expensive it is to register a car in Washington? It'd be like $1,500.
Washington. Register it in Montana or yeah.
It is so expensive to register a car here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I live in Utah. I own a home there. Do I drive the car back to Utah to register it so I don't have to pay the Washington state registration?
Nah, that's a long drive, bro.
It's so expensive, though. It is so stupidly expensive.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm not paying $1,500. It's crazy here in Utah right now. So many fires, smoke everywhere.
Yep.
And look how hot it is and how dry it is. And what's causing the fires? Lightning strikes. It's brutal. You don't need to move to Montana. You need to open up a Monty Show and Cattle LLC in Montana for you and Jake to register cars, which is now highly illegal. So, it's so expensive to register cars.
Yeah.
Lots of money to change over the vehicle that you rarely drive. It's got 11,000 miles on it. So, I drive at 4,000 miles a year. Come back to Utah, golf and register your car. Monsters on me. That's what I'm saying.
See, I mean, that's a good value right there, dude. That's right as rain. You know what I mean?
Bro. Okay. So real quick, because then I have to go. Real quick. Went to Costco yesterday. Case of Monster. How much do you think a case of Monster is?
It's $42.
$42.99.
Yeah.
Didn't buy the case of Monster. Kirkland energy drinks.
Oh, hell no.
It's where we're at.
No.
I'm not paying $42 for a case of Monster anymore. I'm not willing to do it. So we're on the Kirkland knockoff Celsius brand.
Did you try them?
Oh, my wife loves them.
The Kirkland brand.
Yes, my wife loves them.
Ah, well, hey, man.
She does not drink Celsius anymore.
Yeah.
She likes the Kirkland brand. And now I'm on the Kirkland brand of energy drink.
Well, there you go.
So, do you think less of me now?
Bro. You're a separatist. Absolutely.
But I don't want to pay $43 for a case of Monster.
I understand. No, I get it.
I went to a gas station the other day at the outlet out here in, I don't remember where, North Seattle. And they actually had white top Monsters. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Not for $43 a case. Celsius is way cheaper. And so the difference is the Kirkland energy drink, which is actually not bad. I've tasted it. $17 for a case. So I can get 2 cases of the Kirkland energy drink for less than the price of 1 case of Monster. Yeah, sorry, dude. Not doing it. Not doing it. Jeremiah, who's a champion, might want to be careful with that because in Colorado, if you are living here even a little bit and your car isn't registered, here you can get in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You know, I have a Kirkland energy drink in my hand right now, 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's what I'm talking about.
Knock it down, brother.
Gas it up. I would like to, just to go back to Park City. I'd love to play Park City Muni one more time.
Yeah.
Would love to. But did you see it's snowing in the mountains of Utah yesterday?
Yeah, Utah is kind of a crazy place right now. I can't even deny it.
You know, the Pontiac Aztec of energy drinks, Monty.
Yeah.
But
if you like it, you like it. Yeah.
$43 a case.
Yeah, it's not cheap, dude. It's not cheap. I'm with you. It's not cheap.
Now that case lasts me 2 weeks.
I mean, we can try to source it at local gas stations and see what it is. You know, see if it's less.
It's probably not going to be less. You beat me to it. You just bought a Pontiac of energy drink. Hey, listen, I'm here for the Sunfire. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
You guys remember the Pontiac Sunbird? Oh, so good. Whoa. Aztec were ugly AF. But it think they were partially responsible for most of the cars being crossovers now. Could be. Kirkland's are 75 cents per can. Way cheaper. An energy drink is asking for a heart attack. It's not. If you drink 2 a day, you're never having a heart attack because of your energy drink. So there you have it. The Monty Show, as always, presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. Enjoy the today. You said Team USA is Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Enjoy the footy on Wednesday. You know, and remember, if the worst happens, get to the best at theadvocates.com. Slow down, remove the distractions from the cockpit. But if you get in an accident, you get hurt at work, if you slip and fall, get to the Advocates at theadvocates.com. 24/7, 365, clear, risk-free advice. And the best part is you don't pay the Advocates unless and until they win. Until tomorrow, say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.